Hello everybody, welcome to this wonderful reading. I'm so young, welcome. So basically in this reading we're going to be providing you, this is going to be for a Cancer reading. A Cancer will be for a water sign as a zodiac sign, this is going to be for June 8th to June 16th of 2025. So basically in this wonderful reading I'm just going to tell you about this is how it's going to be, knowing about it, that's the way how it kind of is, and knowing that how it seems to be. So you have to understand, well, whether or not you're going to have your own abilities. You have to understand about how it is. You're going to be exactly what you're going to be told to do. That's how it seems to be in that way. So it's like how everything is going to be in that way, and you think that, alright, well, it seems to be fine. I know what to do. I got this. But then this is the way it seems to be. You have to go with the flow. You have to do exactly what you're told to do. Be responsible. Be how you're feeling. Be how you're going to, do exactly what it takes. But that's how it is, right? So it's like you have to understand what the basic needs, but basic wants, but the desires, the way how it is, right? So you have to pay attention on how it is, right? That's why this is the way how it seems to be in the abilities from the right wrong perspective. That's what you can do. But then you have to understand that, okay, well, I need to do this. I know what to do. Alright, I got this. It's like, yeah, but you need to understand that this is going to be like a fair fight. This is the way it seems to be. If you're having a good day or if you're having an awesome day, that's what it is. But this is the way it seems to be. And you have to know what it takes, but beyond about that way, right? You have to be who you are and, compare who you're being with, who it is, but that's how it seems to be, right? So that's how it is. So this oracle card, it says, humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. That's the way it goes, where you need to focus about your humor, where you're focusing about, staying happy, laugh a lot, whatever it is. But you have to understand that. So when you use humor, you have to use that. You have to focus about that. That's the way it seems to be. When you use humor, you're thinking, okay, I know what to do, I got this, alright, that's how it is. And that's how it seems to be. You need to do exactly what you're told to do, but you have to be responsible in how you're feeling. That's the way it seems to be. And that's how it is in one way or another. And you're thinking, okay, well, this seems to be, I got this. But that's how it seems to be, okay? So that's how it is. So, basically, we're going to look at what's happening to this whole entire situation. So, it's like how it's going to be in one way or another. And this is how it's going to be what's going on. So, this is the way it seems to be. And when things go a different perspective, that's how you can do. But then it's like, okay, well, this seems to be, I know what to do, but this is how it is, right? So that's how it seems to be. So you have to understand what it takes. You have to understand about how it's going to be. That's how it seems to be in one way or another. And you're thinking, alright, this seems to be, I know what to do, I got this. But it's like, how would you do that, right? That's the way it kind of is. So you have to understand but the way how it seems to be, but that's how it kind of is, and that's how it kind of unfolds. That's how it seems to be. But that's how it goes in one or another, and this is how it seems to be. Alright, so here we go. So basically, in this wonderful reading, basically, you have your own dignities, your own self-respect, that this is the way it goes. So when you have the Eight Cups reversed, you're not having any entertainment, you're not doing that. The King of Swords, alright, you're gonna have knowledge. You're focusing on that, right? So when you have knowledge, you focus about what's going on in that way, and you're thinking, okay, well, this is fine, alright, I got this. But Seven Pentacles, right, you're looking for a career. That's how it is, right? That's when you stand on point. You're having perfection. You want things to be happening in the right way. The Four Pentacles, right, where you're feeling insecurity or whatever you're trying to do. And the Knight of Pentacles, right, because it means that you're going to have the ability of having trust. That's how it seems to be. But overall, you have to understand what it takes, and you have to do exactly what you're told to do, because you have to be responsible of how you're feeling and how you're going to interact. That's how it seems to be. So let me try to figure out what's going on for Cancer, as in for June 8th to June 16th of 2025. Let's see what's going on. Oh, so this wants to come out. So, and there are two want to come out. So, okay, so let's do the Eight Pentacles and the Four Pentacles. So the Sun wants is upright, for the Moon is upright. Alright, anything else? The Ace One Star, yeah, because you want to have new beginnings. Yeah, you're feeling resilience. You're feeling like misrotations. You're feeling what you're doing. You're feeling like, oh, well, I need to express myself. Yes, but on that way about how that, on the contrary of how you're feeling, that's what you seem to be. You need to be observant. You need to lose your own abilities from the wrong perspective. That's all you can do. But then you have to understand that, alright, well, I need to do, I got this. But then it seems to be, you're not trying to be framed. You're not trying to be picked on. You're not trying to have your own interference. That's how it seems to be. You need to be mindset about what to do. What's this Eight of Cups here? So the Judgment is upright. You want action. The Queen of Pentacles is upright, and the Eight of Wands reversed. Yeah, because you have no speed. You're basically saying, well, why I'm not having any speed? I don't know what to do, because you're trying to figure out what's going on. It's like, why I need to do this. This is the way of how I'm trying to recuperate and do things. It's like, yeah, but doesn't make sense. Doesn't make any sense to understand about how you're feeling, and that's how it is. It's like, okay, I know what to do. I got this, but then it's like, how would I, do exactly what I'm told to do? But that's how it is. What's this Eight of Wands about? The Seven of Pentacles is upright, yeah, because you're focusing about your career. You're focusing about what you're going to do. So it's like you're focusing about another Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. You're focusing on Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You're focusing on another Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. You're focusing on Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There are things that you must learn first in order to do that. That's how it is. What's happening between the Seven of Pentacles and this King of Swords here? So temperature is upright. You want healing. High Priest reverse. You're not using your inner voice. Eight Cups reverse. You're not being an entertainer. Three Cups reverse. There's no excitement. The Hierophant reverse. There's no guidance. Zero reverse. There's no progress. Five Wands reverse. There's no chaos. Queen Wands reverse. The Queen of Swords reverse. There's no independence. Nine Pentacles reverse. You're feeling uncomfortable. The Six of Pentacles reverse. There's no kindness. Yeah, because you're thinking like, why I'm feeling like this? Why I don't want to get what I want? Because that's how it seems to be. It's like, well, I need to go with the flow. I need to pay attention. It's like, yeah, but it doesn't make sense, right? You have to pay attention on how you're feeling, because it's based on that. It's based on how you're going to be accepting what you get, what you want, what you're going to prioritize. That's how it seems to be. Because you need to think, okay, well, I know what to do. I got this, but how I'm going to do it? It's like, how would you make sense to understand that, right? Nothing is impossible to make it possible. That's the way it seems to be, and that's how it goes, right? So let's see what's happening with the Six of Pentacles here. The Ten of Cups reverse, there's incompletion. The Emperor's reverse, there's no nourishment. Six Wands reverse, there's no celebration. Five Pentacles reverse, there's no insecurity. King of Pentacles reverse, you're not working. Seven Card reverse, there's negativity. Yeah, because you're like saying, why I'm in a negative state, why I need to do this, because that's how it seems to be. When you have negativity, it's like it draws to you, because you think that there's something that was incompletion. It's like, why I need to do this, because you're focused on that. You're focused about the here and now and the future situation. That's the way it goes. What's this Nine of Pentacles about? The Four of Wands reverse, for the Queen of Cups reverse, for the Page of Swords reverse. So there's no, you're not going to wedding, you're not married. The Queen of Cups reverse, there's no empathy. The Page of Swords reverse, there's no education. Two Pentacles reverse, you're not balancing. The Justice upright, you're telling the truth. That's the way it goes. And when you do that, it's like, how would you understand that, right? That's why it seems to be. You need to focus about what you want, what you get, what you need to prioritize. That's how it seems to be. It's like, how would you focus about how you're feeling in one way or another, It's like you're focusing about the ability from how you're going to get from one area to another one. That's the way it seems to be. So it's like, how would you do that? Oh, sorry about all these cards falling out. So I don't know if these were upright or reversed, but in my own interpretation it was reversed. So I'm going to clarify the Justice card. That's the Ace of Pentacles reversed, and the Ace of Cups reversed. So there was something that was happening in this way, because you have to know that this is just universal. It's like that's the way it seems to be. It's like, well, I need to focus on this because that's how it is. You have to be exactly what you're doing because that's how it seems to be. It's like how I'm going to focus on what I'm going to get. You know, what I want, what I need to understand this. So let's see what's going on for this. What the universe is saying. So I'm going to go from the middle to the left, middle to the right, and so on. So let's see. So I'm going to go from the middle to the left, middle to the right. So 10 of Swords reversed, there's no conclusions. Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords is alright, there's independence. The Judge is alright, you're going to take action. 8 Pentacles are alright, there's perfection. Here for years, there's no guidance. High Priestess is alright, because you're going to use your inner voice. Yeah, because you're going to use your voice, you're going to use your independence. You want to take action, you want perfection. You want things to be in a different perspective. That's all you can do. But then you need to realize about how would they do it in one way or another, right? You have to be who you are, to be authentic, to know what it is. That's what it seems to be. What's up between the middle and the right side, please? 6 Cups alright, there's the past. Page of Pentacles alright, there's prospects. 6 of Wands reversed, there's no achievement. The King of Cups reversed, there's no support. 10 Pentacles alright, there's wealth. Yes, exactly, because you're paying attention about where your money's going. You know, because you do what you want because you pay attention to how you're feeling, because that's how it seems to be. What's up with this 10 Pentacles here? Page of Cups reversed, there's no loyalty. 8 of Swords alright, there's an anxiety. 3 Wands reversed, there's no charisma. 9 Cups alright, there's fulfillment. Yeah, that's the way it seems to be. So what's happening in the middle? The Empress is alright, yeah, because you're showing about your nourishment. You're showing about how you're going to be focusing on how you're going to do that, right? That's the way it seems to be. So you have to understand that you have to give who you are to understand about your own ways about what's happening, because that's the way it seems to be. So let me clarify between the left side here. So the Death card reversed, there's no endings. Okay, what's on the right side? The Hermit reversed, there's no solitude because you're looking for a soul. You already have a soulmate. What's in the middle? The Wheel of Fortune reversed, yeah, because you're having bad luck. Okay, so let's see what's going on for you, Cancer. Let's see what's going on for the left side, please, which is card here. The Death card is upright because you're looking for Scorpio. And the Moon reversed, there's no misrotations. The Chariot reversed, there's no progress. Tarot reversed, there's no transformation. The Field reversed, there's no change. But the Magician's upright because you want skill. Yeah, because you want endings. Are you focusing on another Scorpio as another water sign? Because you pay attention to what you want, what you need, what you forgive and forget. But that's how it seems to be. You know, everything has to be all good, and you have to be satisfactory on what you're doing. That's why it seems to be that. That's how it is, right? Because you have to conquer of how you're feeling. That's what it seems to be. So what's happening with this Wheel of Fortune here? The Judgment is yours. You're not taking action. The world is upright. There's completion. Alright. What's this Judgment please about? The Devil is upright. Yeah, because you're feeling obsessions. You could be doing it in a Capricorn. But it's like everything is not going as well because you might be having violence. Because you're not getting pleased or having any pleasure or whatever it is. It's like, why I'm focusing on this, why I'm having a bad habit, because that's the way it goes. It's like, why I need to be this, because it's the way it seems to be. It's like, well, I need to do exactly, I need to show my own extra strengths, because that's how it is, right? There is a way about having your own function, right? And when you do that, that's the way it goes. You have to be who you are to know what it takes, because you need to have everything that is completion, and everything's completed. That's what you need to be. If you want endings to show up, that's fine. But it's your choice. Whether you like it or not, Cancer, you pay attention on how you're feeling. That's what you need to be. What's this Hermit about? The Star is alright. There's basically, Inspiration, the strength card reverse, you're showing basically no bravery. You're basically showing that you're being scared. Okay, what's happening with the strength card, please? The Justice reverse, you're not telling the truth. The Emperor reverse, there's no structure. The Hangman reverse, there's no restrictions. But the Wheel of Fortune is right because you're going to have good luck. So, you know, the way how this is, the way how everything is, you pay attention to how are you feeling, because that's the way it seems to be. It's like, okay, I know what to do. Alright, I got this. But that's how it seems to be. You have to get what you want, and you have to show your own priorities about knowing what to do, because it's like how I'm going to be feeling, how I'm going to exactly how it is, because that's how it seems to be. So let's see what's happening on the left side. Who's going in the middle, who's in the right. So let's see. So what's happening on the left side? The Sun Dancers, joyful activity, celebration of life, abundance. Yeah, because you're maybe looking for money, because you're focusing about your own wealth, your own well-being. But that's how it seems to be. You're thinking that, okay, everything's fine, I got this, but that's how it is, right? So you could be focusing on another feminine, maybe as another woman, but you pay attention about how you're feeling. That's where it goes, okay? What's in the middle? The Desert Prince. Survival, false promises. Yeah, because that's the way it goes. Maybe you're going to be in survival mode. Maybe you're going to pay attention about how you're feeling, because it's based on how you can be who you are, but you have to be authentic about what you're going to be doing, because that's how it is. It's like how you're going to show your own self-respect, have your own dignity, how your own ways about knowing what to do, but then you have to understand that. If you want to be you know, how you can do it, you have to pay attention on how you're feeling. That's the way it seems to be. So if you want to be, you know, survival mode, you pay attention to it, okay? And let's see what's happening on the right side. The Shadow Queen, acquiring knowledge, insecurity, manipulation. Yeah, so maybe you're feeling about having manipulation. Maybe you're feeling like acquiring for about being insecurity, whatever it is. But you decide. You decide about how you're feeling, because that's how it seems to be, right? So if you use your own mental state, your ability from the wrong perspective, that's all you can do. But then you have to see it in order to believe it. That's all you can do in that way, right? That's how it seems to be in that way, right? So that's how it is. But overall, you know, the way how I'm going to say it in order to understand it, that's how it is, right? So it's like how everything's going to be in that way, and you think, okay, well, everything's fine, alright, but that's how it is. So I hope you all like this video. Please get a like, please get a comment and enjoy, because the way how this is, and you have to do exactly what you're told to do, but that's how it is. So I hope you all like this video. Please get a like, please get a comment, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye for now. Really, thank you, and bye.